The weave is broken. Those of might and magic are falling. Factions fly to fill the vacuum of power as the spell plague brings destruction across the Forgotten Realms. Two heroes meet in the abandoned ruins of the Sword Coast town of Leylon. Women skilled in sword and sorcery, upon whose shoulders rest the fate of the entire Forgotten Realms.
Wait. Is he talking about us?
I sure hope not, because that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Oh, gods. Hello and welcome to Best Left Forgotten, the deliberately unofficial and uncanon D&D actual play podcast. My name is Nathan Quadrio, and I'm your Dungeon Master.
My name is Miriam Feats, and I play Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, the Dwarven Barbarian.
My name is Jess Wolfendale, and I play Flick Goldkind, the Gnome Druid.
In case you'd forgotten, Flick and Clarrybelle travelled to the Neverwinter Wood and met with Autumn Reaver Arnett Greysoother, a leader of the Emerald Enclave. He sent the duo to investigate a darkness that had been plaguing the woods, and during their search, the girls were harassed by dark shadows, waylaid by a swamp in which Clarrybelle discovered the bones of a troll, and haunted by visions of home, Clarrybelle of Daisy, and Flick of her island and mother. Through all of this, the orb had been glowing and burned hot as the duo discovered a ruined wall surrounding a door covered in the same markings that Hamoon, the Red Wizard of Thay, also wore. While they investigated, a wizard in red robes appeared and a dangerous combat ensued, during which the wizard got their hands on the orb. Flick stole it back and prepared to use the orb's power to teleport away as Clarrybelle struck the final blow on the wizard. As Clarrybelle moved to investigate the wizard's now empty robe, the orb's magic activated, and Flick vanished.
Let's jump right in. Clarrybelle Trollbleeder, you stand in the middle of a ring of stone walls with a closed door that seems to have no other side, with the red robes of a wizard who have slain in front of you. Your friend, having just grasped the blue orb, has disappeared in a puff of blue flames, and the robe has begun to move in front of you. What do you do?
Flick is a big girl. She can take care of herself. I am going to grab the robe and lift it up and try and see this whatever's moving.
Okay. As you flick the robe up, a hazy figure rises up in front of you that appears to be made of smoke and mist. It lunges towards you and grabs your face.
I would like it not to do that, please.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You take a step back, but it is attached to your face, and it appears to be looking in great detail at who you are.
I'm very sorry, but this seems slightly impertinent. I'd be more than happy to have a conversation.
Having gathered as much information as it seems to have required, it shoots out and goes 100 feet a second out of the ring and heads out the opposite end of the ring of walls that you have entered from.
Okay, I feel like that was very bad. Okay. And now I'm going to look and see if I can see where Flick went.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Well, I mean, it's a 4, but it was a 1 on the die.
Okay, you look around and you don't see Flick anywhere, but you do see these kind of trickling blue embers on the ground where she disappeared from.
I guess I'll go investigate them and see if they lead anywhere or if there's a trail or just anything I can glean right now.
Beautiful. Roll investigation at the embers.
It's another 4.
Fabulous. You look at the embers and you reach down to touch them.
Yeah.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh,
please?
Constitution. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay. You pick up one of the embers. It's warm in your hand, but your strong, hardy dwarven hands can handle it. And you look in there. You see something in the ember. But with a 4, it's difficult to discern what it is. But you do hear shh of a running river as we cut to Flick.
Who is trapped inside an ember.
Your entire body feels hot as you are engulfed in this blue flame. You breathe in and it attempts to enter you as though it is air. but you manage to fight it off once again. You hear these voices in your head singing cacophonously in a way that you can't discern any melody. And then everything clears and you are standing on the edge of a raging river. You are still in woods. It's impossible to tell what wood you're in, but as far as you're aware, you are still in the woods. It looks similar to Neverwinter Wood, and you are looking at this water that is rushing past you, heading westward.
Okay. Clarrybelle? Okay. Do I know, in general, whether Neverwinter is more of an uphill thing or a downhill thing?
The city of Neverwinter?
Yeah.
You want to know if it is up on a hill?
Yeah, or if it's like down by the sea.
Roll a history or a nature check. I know you're really good at both of those.
12 history.
Okay. Neverwinter is named Neverwinter because it has a river that runs through the middle of it. And it is a river with incredibly warm water, so as it is never winter in Neverwinter because the water is always warm and stopping it from being ice. So the water runs westward out to the sea in the Sword Coast, where you are from, much further south, but out there. And you would imagine that it is probably a little bit more uphill leading out to the ocean.
Great. So I probably want to head upriver or downriver to get towards Neverwinter.
You probably want to head upriver because downriver would take you to the ocean.
Excellent. Okay. What's the orb doing?
The orb appears to be like settling itself and recharging. It's still glowing, but it is not as bright as it always is.
Is it singing?
When you listen in, and yes, it is still singing to you.
Great. I cough up some blood because I'm on 2 hit points. And I'm going to attempt to take a short rest here because I'm feeling real bad.
As you rest, from behind you, a southerly direction, something is heading directly towards you.
I stand back up
Okay.
and I stand on the edge of the river and I look for what it is.
Okay. Blindingly fast, this figure of mist approaches you and up to your face, grabs your face and stares at it and looks at every crevice on your face and seems to be absorbing every detail.
I do the same thing.
Absorb the face?
Yep.
Okay, can you roll an investigation?
Yeah. -1. 8.
Okay, you see that it is essentially just mist in the humanoid shape. There is no nose, there's no detail on the face. It's just a humanoid stick figure style shape. And with that, it seems to have absorbed enough of your face and shoots across the river heading northward.
Interesting. I sit back down.
And you take your short rest?
Yeah.
Beautiful. While you take your short rest, you can roll your hit dice and do whatever you need to do. We're going to cut back to Clarrybelle. You see the river or hear the river in the ember. What do you need to do?
Before I leave here, because I'm going to need to find Flick, I want to go up to this door and I want to see if I can figure out a bit more of its deal before I just disappear from
Absolutely.
where we are.
Would you like to roll investigation?
Sure. Can only give it a crack. With a 5.
Okay. The door is locked. There is nothing on either side of the door.
Yeah.
The images or the detailing on the door is not carved in. It is drawn upon the door. It's a black door with this red, very, very light red markings in a language that you do not understand. Very similar to what was on the wizard you saw and very similar to what is on Hamun.
So the robe that I've got, does it have similar markings to what's on the door on the robe?
Yes.
Okay. I'll put the robe in my pack.
Beautiful. You find there's something heavy in the pocket of the robe as you go to put it away.
Do I pull out a key? I want to investigate and see if I pull out a key.
You reach in and you pull out and you're holding a small stone marked with similar markings. Not a key.
Did you take the box with you or just the orb?
I would have had the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I might just wrap the little stone back up because I don't know about their magics. And
I don't know about their magics.
It's probably not going to be a good idea for me to try and mess around with that. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it back here. There's nothing. Is there anything about the rock that seems to suggest it will interact with the door?
They both have similar markings on them. You can give it a go.
I would like to short rest. Okay.
This is a very good plan.
And then we'll do shenanigans. Yeah.
Beautiful. Having short rested, Flick.
Oh, actually.
Yes.
You can investigate a magic item while you're short resting, can't you?
Correct.
I'd like to do that with the little rock. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry. Go back to Jess.
While you roll your hit die.
While I roll my hit die.
Flick, feeling quasi-rested, you rise.
What would you like to do and where would you like to go? The figure has headed north and it came from the south.
You are right on the edge of this river. You said Neverwinter is upriver.
All right.
You know that it was northward from where you were, but it's also in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Assuming you're still in Neverwinter Wood.
All right.
That would be you're actually like hundreds of miles to the east.
We are now playing a separate campaign.
Yeah, you're in Eberron.
I'm actually in Curse of Strahd now. Weird.
That's right. Finally, you're awake.
Please, can we do a spin-off where that's what happened? All right. Assuming that the spooky thing that came toward me was probably coming from the spooky thing that just happened to me, I'm going to head in that direction and see if the orb does its helpful thing again.
You will need to cross the river.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and misty step across that river
Beautiful.
and not take any risks.
You misty step across the river. You have quite a high passive perception, don't you?
Yeah.
Fantastic. There is quite a bit of white water that is spraying up, which makes it difficult to see the other side. You do manage to get across just fine. As you kind of misty step across, behind you as you land on the other side, you can hear this skittering and screeching coming from the river. And you turn around and you see these big, thick, black leeches
Ooh.
flowing through the river that you missed underneath the white water.
Real glad I didn't try to go in that.
And you continue northward.
Yeah.
Clarrybelle, you spend the hour of rest looking at this item, and it uncovers its secrets to you. This item is used to communicate from one stone to another.
Oh.
You are holding a sending stone,
Yeah.
Ooh.
but only one.
Yeah.
Who's on the other side of the sending stone, you don't know.
I think that's something to discover when Flick is with me. I would like to commit as much of this as I can into my little brain, take the robe and the stone with me, and I'd like to focus on this little ember and see if I can use it either as like I focus on it and it just as a way to like lead me to Flick, whether that is a teleportation, whether that's just like I can vibe my way to her, but I'm just going to see if it will guide me to her.
Highs, lows, odds, evens.
Lows.
Okay. Can you please roll me a survival check while I roll highs or lows? Yes.
6.
Okay. You
I don't find Flick.
you hold the ember and you feel within you and you know that this ghostly figure fled to the north.
Okay.
And that is all the information
Yep.
you have. You get nothing, not even the sound of the rushing river anymore.
Okay. I start moving north.
Okay. You begin to travel north. Flick.
Yep.
As you travel northward, you look up to the northeast. Nope. Northwest.
Yep.
Technically north-northwest for those of you who are big fans of cardinal directions. And you see a large mountain with some small trails of smoke that are beginning to emanate from the top.
Like a volcano?
Yes, like a volcano.
I'm heading towards an active volcano.
No, you're heading north. That's northeast.
I'm heading vaguely towards...
Northwest, sorry.
Okay, great. Do I know if there are volcanoes in this area?
You rolled, all right, so can you roll a history or nature check again? History, probably.
Oh, 17.
You are familiar with a mountain called Mount Hotenau.
You're going to have to spell that for me.
Hotenow.
Hot now. Mount Hot now.
I want to make it really clear. This one is not from me. This is an actual landmark just south of Neverwinter.
Wow. Really spent a while on that one. Excellent.
Mount Hotenau.
Yep.
Is looking like it is a little bit spicy. It hasn't erupted in a long time,
Oh, that's a good sign.
but it has, something is coming.
Great.
And you arrive at another river.
Is it raging?
This one is a little bit calmer.
I look for leeches.
Okay, beautiful. As you look for leeches, you hear behind you tiny little kind of hoppy, skippy footsteps.
I turn around.
Passive perception 16? 17?
17.
Okay. You see a tiny little creature. It's like a mouse, like a rabbit. It's got these big, long feet and these little hands and this little mousy nose with these big, tall, rabbit-style ears.
Aw,
Maybe 40 feet away from you at the moment. Hasn't
Okay.
quite clocked you.
that's all right. I sort of hunker down, and as it gets closer, I use my ring of animal friendship to let it know that I'm a friend.
Okay. When you mean hunker down, what does that mean?
Just like
Squat.
squat.
Okay, you squat. What does your ring of animal friendship do?
You gave it to me. It lets me convince a beast that I mean it no harm.
Okay, you just convinced it that you mean it no harm?
Does it have an intelligence of 4 or higher?
Yes.
It fails. The spell fails.
Oh, really?
If it has an intelligence of 4 or higher, the spell
Okay.
fails. I
Okay.
try.
Rough.
It feels my intentions.
It does feel your intentions. And it spots you as you attempt to use your ring of animal friendship towards it. Its fur ripples from ear to tail. And you see little marks, red marks, all across its body that start to glow. And it leaps at you with its teeth bared. Can you roll initiative?
Yeah.
As we cut to Clarrybelle.
Yay.
I mean, they did say that there were creatures that were,
Yeah.
You walk northward for about an hour
Oh my goodness.
and you arrive at a river.
Yep.
The river is flowing incredibly quickly and harshly to the west. Lots of white water. And the other side is about 20 feet across. This seems like
right.
the river that you may have heard.
I'm going to look for tracks to see if I can spot where Flick.
Roll survival. Do you, Clarrybelle, honestly feel that this is where Flick was? Do you believe that?
I think I have to believe that or I'm going to go insane right now.
Okay, can you roll with advantage? Because you'll be looking very earnestly.
16.
You find some footprints that appeared to match the size and the shoes
Yeah.
of Flick Goldkind.
Where do they lead?
They walk up to the river and then they disappear.
Okay. So you said the river is 20 feet across?
20 feet across.
Just going to Google the long jump rules. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately for the jump. So I can do a 16-foot long jump, which is not enough.
I mean, it'll get you a lot of the way though.
Yeah.
4 feet is like...
All right. I think I want to do some quick, very bad math in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Move, I'm going to say 60 feet further down the bank to where the feet stopped.
Yeah.
And then move my 10 feet back.
Yep.
And the plan is run, long jump the 16 feet, and then let the momentum carry me the rest of the 4 feet down, but letting the current take me to the riverbank on the other side. So essentially I'm trying to cover that distance so that I'm not getting swept away from where Flick's footprints are. I'm getting swept back to essentially to where Flick's footprints were.
Beautiful. And you leap and you splash into the water. Immediately it takes you and it is moving much faster than you
I
expected.
anticipated, yeah.
Can you roll me an athletics check?
All right. 12.
Okay. You are moving towards the bank, but the sheer power of the current rushes you down as... Does a 17 get you?
No.
Okay.
My AC went up, baby.
As this something
Yeah.
hits alongside you and tries to grab hold of you, but you whack it away.
Yeah.
And you continue to rush down the river. What did you roll for your initiative, Flick?
17.
You manage to catch yourself as you're watching this creature as it leaps at you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to turn into a crocodile.
Yeah, boy.
Yes. Fantastic. Yep.
That's my action.
Beautiful.
I'm going to back up towards the river a little bit, shuffle back there, but I'm just going to wait for it to come to me.
Okay. Fantastic. The creature is going to land on you and attempt to bite your crocodile hide. With an 8, I imagine, will do nothing.
Miss.
Okay. It's going to use its bonus action to leap back 15 feet and jump out of your way.
Okay.
Flick, what would you like to do?
Gonna go back towards it, and I would like to bite it, please.
Okay. Roll to hit.
9.
Okay. A 9 misses. This tiny, tiny creature just goes and jumps straight out of the way. And it is going to leap upon you. And much like the wizard, when it attacked you, its little claws grow into these larger hands, still small considering its size. And it's going to lash out at you with a 24 to hit, a 16 to hit, and a 21 to hit.
All of those will hit.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
You take 24
Jess.
points of damage, 8 from each, as it goes...
Are you no longer a crocodile?
I'm no longer a crocodile. No!
As its 3 little attacks slash at you. That's its action and its bonus
gosh.
action. What would you like to do, Flick?
That was extremely rude. I'm very upset that I'm not a crocodile anymore.
Sorry.
Look, those temp hit points were good to you, though.
Oh, the 1d10 damage, though, that I would have had advantage on if I'd hit it just once, because then
I
I'd
see.
grapple it. Ah! Okay. Guiding bolt.
Nice.
No.
Jess.
Not even kind of. That was a 2 on the
Jess.
dice.
This is painful.
I'm going to die to a rabbit.
Its 2 little ears just part as your guiding bolt shoots in between them. And it is going to go at you again 3 times. An 11 to hit, an 8 to hit, an 8 to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't have done that while I was a crocodile.
No, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
These randomizers that we have in this game. So all 3 of those miss?
Yep.
Okay. These little claws just kind of bat against you. As we cut to Clarrybelle, as you are being pushed down, you feel like you need to make some movements in order to reach.
Yeah. I'm for sure swimming as
Beautiful.
fast as I can to the other
You got
side.
12 before on your athletics check?
Yeah.
Can you make another one?
Oh, that's a bit nicer. 17.
Okay. You felt yourself going under and being dragged towards the middle.
Yeah.
Which is just naturally how this flow
Yeah,
goes. And then these big, beefy muscles pull yourself towards, and you begin to swim towards the edge of the water as a giant water leech hits you for a natural 20.
Oh, this could be painful.
Beautiful. It goes, and it's stuck on you. You take 20 points
Oh,
of piercing damage, and you now have
rage yet.
a leech attached to you. It is not slowing you down, but you can
Yeah.
feel it going
Yeah.
because it's very large and
Yeah.
you're small as it starts to suck your blood. What would you like to do next?
I have to get to the other side. I cannot solve this in the water. Oh, I don't want to rage, but I can't take another hit like that. Screw it, I'm going to rage because it'll give me advantage on strength checks. I'm... Ugh, Nathan! It's a dirty 20 to swim across the river.
Okay. You pull yourself. You
I
are
imagine is my action.
on the bank.
Yeah.
That is your action. You are on the bank. You are not... Sorry, you are like holding on to a stick that is attached to the bank or a root. So you are not yet out of the water.
Can I use my movement to climb?
Look at those puppy dog eyes. I'll allow it. And you climb out. It is still attached to you.
Yeah.
I imagine an 18 will hit you.
Yeah, just.
Beautiful. You are going to take 4 points. That's already half for you.
Great.
Piercing damage. And your hit point total is going to drop by 4 points for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Until your next long rest.
Okay, I can live with that.
As it sucks Your blood. What would you like to do?
Not have it attached to me.
Okay.
I think
Are you going to attack it, or are you going to use your action to try and pull it off?
I want to action pull it off and then get some space between me and it.
Can you make an athletics check?
Sure can. Oh my gosh. 14.
That's okay. It was a 9 for it.
Oh, thank God.
So you pull it off and you attempt to move off.
Yeah.
It is going to take an attack of opportunity
Yes,
against
I
you.
figured it would.
Which will hit with a 23.
Yes.
You take 10 points
Is that
of
reduced?
piercing damage, reduced to 5.
Thank God.
And it is attached to you again. For the podcast listeners, Jess is just shaking her head at me, going, no.
I think it's hilarious.
Denied.
I'm so mad right now.
What would you like to do, Clarrybelle?
Well, I guess I'm going to hit it. Sorry, I guess I
That was so salty.
pick up. I'm going to hit it. Well, it's hitting me anyway. Let's make it reckless. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Oh, thank God.
It's got an exceptionally low AC.
It's a slug.
It's a slug.
It's a water slug.
And it's attached to you.
It's been better, but it's been worse.
Just get your
10,
rage damage.
Yeah, 13 bludgeoning and 3 fire.
Beautiful.
As I
The good news is that it
smack
has
it.
15 hit points.
Yay.
As your mace goes, and you set it alight as it falls to the ground and is no longer attached to you.
Amazing.
But you do have an incredibly large, like, bite mark, circular
Yeah.
ring on your bicep.
I am so angry right now.
And with that anger, we cut back to Flick. It is your turn, having just been, like, 3 attacks that missed you.
All right, I'm going to bring out my stuff and twirl it around and hit it on the ground and jump up and down. Sorry, that was a flow there. I'm going to cast Thunderclap through the stuff.
Nice.
Can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
That will fail.
Okay. Take 5 points of damage.
Nice.
It's still next to me, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
It
that's
is
fine.
within melee.
Great. Am I close to the river, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Continue.
That is just a
Oh,
fabulous
also,
question.
if my hope with casting that spell, there was a reason I did that. My hope because
That's not a lot of,
yeah,
all
right.
the spells you have, that's not a
It
lot.
does create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. So if Clarrybelle happens to be within 100 feet, which I doubt, but I was hoping when I did that.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for that information. The little rabbit creature is going to do 1 attack against you
Yep.
with a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
So you take 8 points of slashing damage. And it is going to use its bonus action to go whookoo and jump 15 feet back from you, having been thunderclapped.
Amazing. I listen real hard to see if I can hear Clarrybelle.
Okay, you listen really hard and you don't hear Clarrybelle.
How's the creature looking?
Having only done 5 points of damage, the creature is looking alright.
Great. I jump into the river.
Okay, you jump into the river.
Goodbye.
There is not a strong flow in this part of the river.
Yeah. But if I'm swimming in it,
Beautiful. Okay, can you make me an athletics check to swim?
yeah.
Oh, gosh.
The DC is quite low, obviously, but it is still a current that you have to fight against.
16 minus 1 is 15.
Lovely. Okay, you begin to swim across the river, slowly heading westward. The little rabbit creature leaps and lands upon your back
Incredible.
and is going to attack you with a 19. Mm-hmm. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh, Jess.
As it is now like sitting on your shoulder or on your head. What would you like to do, Flick?
Do not drown.
That's the plan. I cast Shillelagh. Shillelagh.
Maybe when your hips don't lie.
And with my crocodile instinct still within me, I'm going to crocodile roll to get it under the water and then hit it
Nice.
off of me.
Okay.
Please.
So you're going to roll underwater. It's going to... And it's going to be underneath the water. Can you roll to hit?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
Your dice have hated you this particular fight.
Unless an 11 hits.
No, an 11
Didn't
does
think
not
so.
hit. It would have hit one of the water leashes.
Oh, good. Thanks for that information.
That's okay. But it is now under the water. It is It is not on you anymore. As it tries to like reach out and like get above the water, it is drowning in the water. And you continue to swim.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel really bad while I do it though.
As the little bunny creature disappears, the crazed demonic bunny creature
But it was
disappears
so
in the water, and you get to the other side safely. For the record, in my notes, this monster is called the Dread Bilby.
I love it.
So you've successfully killed the Dread Bilby.
Excellent.
Clarrybelle,
Yeah.
having just released the leech,
Yeah.
and it is burning at your feet.
Yeah.
The ember in your hand is still alight,
Okay.
and you hear a crack of thunder.
I do the same thing that I did before, and I'm just going to try and vibe my way to Flick.
Okay.
Because I don't, well, like, it's coming from the ember. It's not coming from,
Correct. You are not within 100 feet.
yeah. So I just want to do the same thing where it was like, can this give me a direction? Can this give me anything more than just knowing that there's thunder near where Flick is?
Highs or lows, odds or evens.
You know what? Let's go odds this time.
Beautiful. And can you roll me the survival check just as before?
21.
Odds.
Nat 20.
On a nat
baby.
20 on the die too.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. You sense Flick. You don't know if it's just because you've been in the water, but you are also sensing water around Flick right now. And you know that if you were to like gun it, you might be able to catch up with Flick at the pace they're going, as long as you continue in the same direction.
Yeah, I just gun it.
Yeah, I'm going to start looking around for some healing herbs.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Can you roll? Let's go a wisdom-based check, which you have proficiency in.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. You begin to look around. Are you going to spend some time on this?
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
feeling bad.
Dirty 20?
Yep.
Okay. You're going to spend about 15, 20 minutes getting enough together for some healing.
This is fine. I'm in no rush.
Beautiful. And it's a herbalism kit?
Yeah.
What is your intention with the herbalism kit?
Like, yeah, I'm not looking right now to make a healing potion. That would be silly. But something that does some healing would be awfully nice. A poultice, maybe.
Okay. You could create something. You could have some herbs, but the effect would be very, very minimal because a healing potion is 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be like 2 hit points worth of healing.
It's more, that's
It's like a good
fine.
berry.
Yes.
a good
but
berry.
If you spent maybe an hour, hour and a half, then you might be able to create something akin to a healing potion.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that first one that does very little healing. I'm just going to keep it for now. I just want to have that in my back pocket in case things get real dicey. And then I will move on.
I'm going to say, even though I'm not normally this kind of DM, you can't hold it forever.
No,
As
gosh,
in
no.
you have to use it relatively soon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if in like season 8, you're like, I've actually got
Oh,
these herbs.
actually.
I'm going to say, no.
Yeah.
Those are probably tried out and gone.
Yeah, that
by
is
now.
totally fine.
So if we don't remember them, then they're dead.
They're dead.
But if we still remember them, then it's fine. You can use them.
Amazing. So they're gone after this episode.
Pretty much. No, because I feel like if you mention it next episode, we'll be like, oh, yeah. And that's enough for us to manage.
Fair enough.
You keep this 2 hit point healing kind of like balm, salve,
Poultice.
poultice, hocus pocus. And as you create it, you see in the distance this little figure like gunning it.
Captain America style, just like...
Do I recognize it's Clarrybelle?
It's definitely a small figure, definitely very muscular.
But you cannot see that it's Clarrybelle from this distance. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw,
Yeah, why not?
please?
I would like to hide in the bushes, please.
Not a problem.
It's a flat 10.
I'm going to say that's a pass
Ooh.
because you are naturally...
Well, look, that was a 3 on the die and I got to a 10. So
Constituent?
That's what you are naturally...
That's not right.
No. You have, running is fine for you. So the DC is low.
Okay, lovely. So I'm not exhausted.
No. I mean, look, realistically, the 10 is probably the DC.
Yeah, beautiful. All right.
And for the sake of brevity, you meet back together again.
I crawl out of a bush when you get close enough for me to recognize that it's you running towards me. Like, Clarrybelle.
Oh, thank God. What?
Okay. Yeah. Are you okay? Do you want some water?
I'm fine. There was a leech.
Oh my God, is your arm okay?
It smarts. But I'm okay.
Oh.
It's also worth mentioning that in order to get to Flick, you've had to cross another river. It wasn't a strong
chill
current.
river.
You would have been fine, which is why I didn't make you roll for it.
Yeah.
But you are
Yeah.
quite wet because that you stopped right on the edge.
All of my curls have completely flattened. And it's like the saddest you've seen Clarrybelle's hair ever, because she's like tight ringlet princess curls. And yeah, it's my beard is just looking so forlorn. Can we sit down for a bit? Do you reckon we could sit down for a bit?
Come sit. I need to do something anyway.
I found a thing. I'll show you in a minute.
Okay.
As you sit down to rest, you take a deep breath and find yourself again in this thick stillness in the forest of these very close together trees.
Can you give us a minute, please? Seriously. Can you give us a minute, trees? I thought that was something actively mocking me, by the way.
No,
I was like,
no.
Seriously. Yes, what is it, Clarrybelle?
And I'll pull out the little stone.
Lovely.
This was in the creepy magic person's robes. I got the robes too because I figured we could like show the symbols to Gray Silver, and then he could maybe know what, because he asked us to investigate. So I thought I'd bring. But this, I think it's like a way to communicate with someone who's not here.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks all creepy, so I think it's one of the bad people. So I didn't want to use it in case they could like maybe figure out where we were. And I figure you might know more about it than me, and I'm just going to give her the stone.
Is it a sending stone?
You don't know.
I would like to ritually cast... No, I don't need to ritually cast anything. I would like to cast Identify, please, but that takes some time.
Beautiful. You cast Identify. It's a sending stone. As both of you already know, the command word is Achtara, which is a word in a language you do not speak.
Yeah, it's definitely giving off some evil vibes.
I feel like, do you think they can find us if we use it? Like if we were like, hey, we found your stone.
I don't think so. Unless they knew our voices, then they might be like, ooh.
Could we like make our voices sound weird? Like, hey, we found your stone.
Yes. yes. This is an excellent plan.
Oh, I gotta mark that down.
All right, let's do that exactly. Put that in the trailer. Yeah, let's do it. I think that's a great idea. All right. Achtara.
Hey, we found your stone. That's it. That's all I say. I have 25 words and I only say that.
And this is one of those moments that I can just see your two characters standing in the woods right by the river, holding the stone. Clarrybelle, wet hair. Hey, we found your stone. Like totally earnestly.
Yeah.
Completely serious.
Yeah.
As the forest is like closing it around us.
Yes. Come seek us at Sharandar.
Can we maybe get some directions?
Are we being how strict are we being to sending stone rules right now?
I don't know.
Because you can only use it once.
Thank you. That's
Interesting.
that is what I thought.
It's not a walkie-talkie.
That's
it's
fine.
it's a single use of the sending spell cast through
interesting.
the stone to the other holder.
Gotcha.
So we can use it once to send something to them, and they can use it once to send something to us.
Great.
And that's it. We have to wait till tomorrow again
Done.
until we can send another message.
Great. I rescind my statement. Do you know where that is?
I don't. I wasn't ever the best at geography, but I can rack my brains.
Yeah, like, I hate to judge a book by its cover, but it doesn't sound like a nice place.
Have we ever heard of Sharandar? You can full say no. Like, I'm not expecting to be able to roll for this.
What are you, Flick?
What am I? What do you mean?
What's your race?
I'm a gnome.
Can you roll a history check at disadvantage?
8.
No.
Yeah.
I really want to tell you, but
That's fine. We can do some research.
you can go to Candlekeep. Yes. It's like literally on the opposite side of the region, but yes.
Cool. So add that to our list of to-do things.
All right. There's a lot of things on that list, it
Yeah,
seems.
it's growing.
First one was the Enclave, though, and I feel like we should maybe start finding our way back because I think we have a bit more answers for...
Yeah, I was following. Did you have like something grab your face?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Creepy shadow
Yeah.
man thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like trying to investigate
Yeah.
me.
I investigated it back.
Did you find anything?
It was a creepy shadow man.
Okay.
Yeah. It went that way.
I don't know if I want to follow creepy shadow man.
I
I don't think we can. I think we need to get back to Autumn Reaver, Arnett, Gray Silver,
Okay.
who had really nice hair.
This is true. Hey, you see that mountain?
I imagine I see that mountain.
You do?
It's like a smoking volcano.
Yeah?
Remember, this is wild to say because volcanoes are like a thing. So it's
Yeah.
very weird to draw conclusions between having. Remember that volcanic rock that we saw with the goblins?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing more to say on the subject. I was
Okay.
just
So
pointing
just
out.
lock that away.
Lock it away.
All right. I will take a minute to just look a little closer at the volcano now that Flick's pointed it out, just to be like, okay, that's happening.
No problem.
Yeah.
You look at it and you see that Mount Hood now is beginning to smoke lightly.
And then using the mountain and using the river, are we able to sort of figure out what direction the original Enclave camp was in?
You can try. Can you make me a survival check? You can do it together for advantage.
I would give advantage to Flick to do that.
What
If
am I doing?
That's
Rolling
the
survival.
ability, survival to try and figure out the way back to where we came from.
23.
Okay. You know that you've been heading north. You believe that the entrance that, you came into the glade is south.
Great. Yeah. I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
You know how you said the forest got creepy again?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still doing that?
I mean, it never stopped being creepy.
Yeah.
It just was definitely less creepy in between the two rivers.
Cool. Yeah, so it's up to you what you want to do. We can always sort of make camp in the nice place between the two
Yeah.
rivers.
It's true.
I could definitely use some sleep.
I got
think.
attacked by a bunny mouse thing.
A cute little bunny rabbit attacked you?
Yeah, it was like demonic though, but then it drowned and I was kind of sad.
Oh, okay. Well, he said there were strange creatures that were turning weird, so that's probably
Yep.
part of that too.
That was one of them.
All right. I mean, we have a decent amount of information. I reckon we rest in a safe spot and we go back tomorrow and we give him all the information. And maybe by then, some of his friends will have rested enough that we could have help coming back into the forest to find more answers.
Could look at the door again. We'll see what they think.
And we'd like to go to the safe spot between rivers and take a very long, very deep rest.
Not a problem. You set up camp and you take a long rest.
Can I erase my numbers?
Yes, you can. You take a full long rest. Who has the sending stone?
Wait, we do this all the time. What does this mean?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Whoever wins.
Oh, right.
I know.
Whoever loses has the stone because I think it's a bad thing. Rock, paper, scissors. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
Okay, I have the stone. Great.
As the sun rises, next to you, Clarrybelle,
Yes.
the sending stone receives another message that wakens you. Come north in the woods to Sharandar and bring the spell orb. And that's where we're going to call the session.
You You've been listening to Best Left Forgotten. You can find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Best Left Podcast and on our Best Left Forgotten Facebook page, where we post updates, info, and additional content. Music by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Full song list and additional artists can be found in the episode description. Cover art by Caddy Wampus, who can be found on Fiverr. Thanks to Jess Wolfendale, our editor, Miriam Feats, our social media manager, and Nathan Quadro, our GM and producer. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please leave a review and tell your friends.